All right, kind of one of our intro problems that we really got to have mastered. Determine the value of cotangent given that secant is 5/4 and the cosecant is less than 0. So if the secant is 5/4, 1 over the cosine is 5/4. Therefore, the cosine is 4/5. So we're going to make that triangle. And right now, I'm not concerned with positive, negative stuff. Cosine's 4/5. It's a 3, 4, 5 triangle. Cotangent is 1 over tan, which would then be tan is opposite over adjacent, so that would be adjacent over opposite. So the cotan of theta is going to be 4/3. The cosecant is less than 0, meaning the sign is negative. The cosine and secant were positive. That would mean we're in the fourth quadrant, where the cosine is positive but the sine is negative, and the tangent is negative, therefore the cotangent is also negative. And then should we try a couple of identity problems? All right, we got a good one here. Definitely looks like the left side's the more difficult side, so I am going to do the common denominator work. We'll multiply these plus multiply these over multiply these. So cosine times 1 plus sine plus cosine times 1 minus sine over 1 minus sine times 1 plus sine. So I'm going to distribute cosine plus cosine sine plus cosine minus cosine sine. I can see that's going to help me there. 1 minus sine times 1 plus sine is going to be 1 minus sine squared. These are going to go away. I'll be left with 2 cosine on the top. 1 minus sine squared is cosine squared. So one of those is going to go away. I'm left with 2 over cosine, which is 2 secant theta. Let's try the next one. Again, I'll start on the left side. I think that fraction addition, that looks a little tougher than the right side. So I'm going to write everything in terms of sine and cosine. Sine over cosine plus cosine over sine. Do my bow tie work. Sine squared plus cosine squared over cosine sine. And oh yeah, let's not forget that it's 1 over that whole thing. So now I've got 1 over sine squared plus cosine squared is 1 over cosine sine. Do the reciprocal. Cosine sine. Really not that bad.